now I want to show you an idea about making I think it's called a lag, although, anyway, um, so we're trying to predict the gust, and you can see I have the data here. Actually, this is if you look up here, this is my test data from whatever, June 28th to August 6th. So there's 595 um, cases here. Actually, I meant to do the train first. Maybe I'll do the train first. So this is the training data, and there are more cases here. 1,263 cases. Okay, and now if I try to, and I already converted or created a new variable called gust01, which is 1 whenever there's a gust and 0 when there's not a gust. Okay, so however, I realize that I have this input here, for example, and I want to predict. I'm going to build a model to predict the gust, so I'll be predicting, for example, this gust here, or I'll be with this data, I'll be predicting no gust, as in here, hopefully. That's what I'm trying to do. But actually, the problem is that this is exactly the same time. This gust was measured at exactly the same time that these inputs were measured as well, right? So that means I'll be predicting a gust right now, sort of simultaneously, which is not really useful. I'd like to be able to predict gusts in advance. I believe I didn't check carefully, but I believe this data is recorded at 30-minute intervals. I have already converted this date time to I used formatting in Excel and chose general, and it converted it to a number. So I'm not quite sure actually if it's 30 minutes, but I believe it is. So I might, it's unlikely that it's maybe too much in advance. It would be better if we had recordings every minute or every 30 seconds. But anyway, I'm going to try to take this data and predict this gust, and take this data and predict this gust. Okay, so an easy way to do that here is just take a new variable, which I'll call I'll call it now plus 30 gust 01, and so this is a new variable, and all I'll do is I'll just say I'll just grab this value and put it here, and I'll just use equals this value, this cell I13, I'm sorry, I3, and hit enter. So if I copy this down just to make sure that it's working right, if I go to say here, so this 0 comes from here, and this 0 comes from here. Okay, so I want to copy this down. Like that. Okay, and now I prefer it not actually to be a formula. It's currently a formula. You can see like there's the I13, and the next one's going to have, I'm sorry, I3, and the next one's going to be I4, and so on. So I don't want that. So I'm going to copy and paste special. And I'm going to paste only the values, not the formula. And now I can see that there's no formula in there. Okay, and now I can use this, or I can try to predict this variable, and I'm actually predicting a 30-minute, I believe it's 30 minutes future gust. So that's all.